This is Umar for BoxNation. I'm joined by the IBF Heavyweight World Champion, Daniel Dubois. Firstly, Happy New Year, Daniel.
Yeah, and to you and everyone out there.
Thank you very much for having me at this amazing estate you've got here, which is a bit outside of London, Essex way. It must be nice with all the fame that's coming for yourself to just be in this sort of quiet area where you don't get bothered too much, Daniel, or do you get bothered around here?
No, it's really nice and quiet, like a quiet village type vibe. So it's good to get out of the way and get out of the way of the city and some of the distractions that are there.
For sure. As it is the new year, Daniel, I've got a glove from the Ring Magazine gala dinner that we were at in Riyadh.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'll just hand you this, get you to sign it, please. And then one lucky subscriber of BoxNation is going to win it.
Oh, good stuff. Me being now. Get up.
So to win this glove, just the rules on this: pause the video, like it, comment. What can they comment? The Kingslayer?
Yeah.
Is that a good caption?
The Kingslayer.
Okay. Yeah. Like this video, comment the Kingslayer, and then I will choose next week one lucky BoxNation subscriber. They will get the Heavyweight World Champions glove that he's just signed, Daniel Dubois. Okay. I just want to look back at last year, Daniel. Arguably knockout of the year, arguably fighter of the year, and arguably performance of the year that you had with Anthony Joshua. And the win over Filip Hrgovic was an outstanding win as well. Everything's happened so quickly, Daniel. Just give me your thoughts on 2024 for yourself.
Yeah, breakout year for me. That was definitely a breakout year, and got all the right wins, won all the fights that we said we were going to do what we said we were going to do, and that was a plan. My dad said, these are the gateway to greatness, and we've gone through it.
Two devastating finishes, really different scenarios and circumstances. Just want to go through the Hrgovic fight because I believe you don't get enough credit for that victory.
Yeah,
Hrgovic, every heavyweight I speak to sparred him, says he's the best they've sparred.
For sure. He could be right up there. I could have, you could have been the world champion and all of this stuff happening for him, but we took these dreams away, and I'm sure he can come again or whatever, but he's a top fighter and he's got good skills. Definitely. We had a good scrap.
You did, because it was a tough start for you.
Yeah.
You took a lot of punishment, but the will, the courage, the desire that you showed to get through and then ended up breaking him, which is what he said he was going to do to you.
I know. There was a lot of talk about the sparring and all of that leading up to that. So, I was actually determined, that true grit in me, the true British grit and from the amateurs and the work my dad's done with me from a little kid. It was all shown through there, and I'm glad we've done the job.
You did a serious job because we saw the state of his face at the end, and as you said, Filip Hrgovic can definitely come back. But we haven't heard from him since that fight.
Yeah, they're gone missing club now. There's a few. He's probably teamed up with AJ. I don't know where these guys have gone, but it's all good. It's all good.
What was difficult about him at the start? Because he was landing a lot of right hands and he was in a rhythm, in a flow, Filip. What did you find difficult at the start of that fight?
I think I started a bit slow to start with, but he was definitely in a rhythm and a smooth style. He's got a smooth style, and it took a while to get going a bit, but once the injuries started and started rolling, I started going for him like, he wasn't, I just had to keep pushing and, break him down, and had the right people in my corner, my dad and my Don and everyone, and just as proper soldiers, we went out there and did the job.
I felt ringside, if that had gone on 1-2 more rounds, that he would have been on the canvas. It was getting to that point, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Words can't describe, but that was, for me, that was a world title win for me. That was definitely the world title win. That was the fight for the IBF belt, and he was a good challenger to have and beat and win that title for him. And the rest is history.
Certainly, because people forget that he was mandatory for a long time.
Yeah.
With the IBF.
Yeah, the boogeyman, and one of them guys that, been talked about highly up there as from his amateur days, getting to WSB and all of these other accolades that they win along the way. And that was a one for the history books and set me up good.
Well, for anyone who thought Daniel's not a real world champion yet, I mean, many did think you were after that Hrgovic fight, but there were still people questioning it. Then you went to Wembley Stadium in front of 97,000 people. The whole country was watching, and then you completely dismantled Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Just talk me through that
What
amazing night.
What did you think about that, man? The whole of London definitely stood still, and that was a good scrap. Good. It's like tribal war in London. It was good, and we done the business, and it echoed around the world. Was great, and world champion now, and more bigger. The best is yet to come.
I think an important moment for that fight actually came before the fight, and that's when Anthony was trying to talk down to you in that face-off.
Oh yeah.
And you weren't having it, Daniel.
Yeah. It was just caught me at the wrong time that day.
You just got off a flight.
Yeah, caught me at the wrong time. I was just off the flight, and I was, agitated and everything. But yeah, it was what was needed, I guess, to get to burn the fire, and it was the right build up, and it was exciting. It was good.
What stuck out to me, though, I know you just said you got off the flight and it was the wrong day, but you weren't going to let someone else be the boss of you.
Nah, no way. No way, no way. It was my time, and as I said in the build-up, I was a Kingslayer, and that's what the mindset was. To go out there and slay him, and full respect to him. He's done his bit in boxing and for British boxing and everything. So in my mind, it was my time, and I couldn't. I'm just a young lion coming through, and I need to take my piece of the pie now. It's my time.
For sure. Daniel, the reflection of the TV is actually just coming on the camera, if you don't mind. That's much better. Thank you. A young lion. I mean, that's the way you have been fighting. And I say that because you're only 27 years old still, which is young for a heavyweight, because a lot of heavyweights come into their prime at 30, 31. So although you had a fantastic 2024, an incredible 2024, this is only the beginning of Daniel Dubois, correct?
Of course. Yeah, just the beginning. I've just got this world title now, but ready to show what I can do with it. And, the goal is obviously to become undisputed as well. So yeah, it's exciting things lined up for this year. One fight at a time, though.
Just before we come on to 2025 and Joseph Parker,
yeah,
you talked about the London brawl.
Yeah.
Talk me through this.
Yeah. First round. I wanted to finish the job quickly. Wanted to finish the job quickly, and what a night! That's all she wrote, man. That shot there. Yeah.
Brutal finish.
Yeah. Timing and everything. Years of hard work went into that performance. Yeah.
Daniel, something I picked up that night, and most people would have gone absolutely nuts. Wembley Stadium, National Stadium, just knocked out one of the biggest stars in the sport. You were getting jumped on by, I think, Kieran Farrell, your team, and rightly so to celebrate that moment. But you saw Anthony on the floor in the corner, and your first reaction was to go over and not celebrate and see how he was.
Yeah, well, I wanted to, I didn't want to all that craziness and everything. I just wanted to keep it calm, and I'm try and be humble and strong in victory, and whatever happens, we're gladiators at the end of the day. So I wanted to, just check on him, and also wanted to calm the atmosphere as well, because I was getting jumped on and that when you've just had a crazy fight isn't what's cool for all the time. But I think I acted properly, and it was a great victory.
Where does that humility come from? Is it your upbringing, your dad?
Probably the upbringing. My dad definitely, installing that in us from young age, and yeah, definitely, keeping it in the family, and boxing as well, because boxing tends to beat all the crap out of someone. Once you've done it from a young age, you grow up and you're sort of like molded in the sport to be humble and proper, decent human being.
Yeah, you've always been humble and carried yourself well. But I think what's changed, especially from the Miller fight, where you dropped that classic line about "I'm going to be your daddy," is that you're coming out your shell recently as well. In terms of the media side of things, I've definitely seen a change to Daniel Dubois. You're entertaining now on camera.
Yeah.
I've thought, anyways.
Yeah, for sure. It's cool for that's what, can't be quiet all the time. So, when it's time to talk and let say what you got to say, then that's what I do. And it's in show business as well. And yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy every aspect of it. I'm enjoying it more and more, especially as a world champion.
I mentioned how excited your team were after that fight with Joshua. Just want to sort of give a shout out and get your thoughts on Don Charles, since you've been working with him, Kieran Farrell, who's also been a part of the team.
Yeah.
These guys, it seems to have gelled all in the right way. Your dad's brought yourself and Don together, and it seems to have been a brilliant partnership from the outside anyway.
Best move of my career, I think. Definitely the best move. Bringing everyone together and, bringing all these different characters and the stars that they bring, the energy that they bring is much needed, not just on one. So it's not all on one guy. It's got a couple of them, 3 of them now. And I think I'm improving massively from it.
What I sense as well from Don and Kieran is that they're not here for the limelight and stuff. They genuinely care about you and want you to do the best.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes. Yeah, definitely. Kieran and Don, it's a lively atmosphere in the gym that way. They keep it buzzing, and we're working well.
Absolutely. Kieran was telling me one time where you nearly took his head off when he had you on the pads.
I think that was before the Hrgovic fight as well. So yeah, I was extra anxious for that. Yeah, he's lucky. Funny.
Someone who's been there throughout the whole journey, Daniel, is your promoter, Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren, who's always believed in you, even through some dark moments. Daniel, Frank has been your number one fan, and I guess you two are on top of the world together right now.
Yeah, for sure. I know how I feel, and it's definitely about time, and it's time to now just go forth and keep making them defenses and get that undisputed crown now. Frank Warren being there from day one, that he's seen the ups and downs and seen the growth and the development and everything. So yeah, it's not just about boxing, but outside the ring as well as a person. So it's been very very good, very my journey.
Yeah, I think when I think of fighter and promoter partnerships, this has been one of the best ones that I've seen in recent times, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Turning it around like that. And Don always, Frank Warren, I always say, is the best promoter in the world. So to have him behind you and keeping and pushing you forward and everything, it's great.
Joseph Parker, February 22nd. I mean, your run is phenomenal. Oleksandr Usyk, Jarrell Miller, Filip Hrgovic, Anthony Joshua. Voluntary defense. You could have had anyone from the top 15 in the IBF. No, we'll go for a former world champion, someone who's on a great bit of form like yourself, Joseph Parker. This is a world-class fight.
Of course. That's what I need. I don't need no easy test now. I need the hardest guys around to bring the best out of me and get me up for a fight and a challenge. So, whatever Parker brings, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm gonna be ready to put him out, put him to sleep, and I'm not overlooking anything, but I'll be ready for him.
What does he do well, in your opinion?
Wherever he does well, I'll do better. With stronger, wherever he does well, I'll do better.
Seems like you're in a state of mind, whoever's in the opposite corner to you, you don't really care about what they do.
Feeling like I can go through these guys like a train now, and keep that momentum going, and I'm on a roll.
That's a scary thought. You mentioned something there that you're not overlooking Joseph Parker. Now I'm going to just bring this up. In Riyadh, Usyk Fury 2, you got in the ring obviously with Oleksandr Usyk. We'll come on to that in a second. But your attention isn't on Usyk or the Undisputed at the moment, is it? No. It's fully on Joseph Parker.
Yeah. He could, who knows? Who even knows what Usyk's going to do? He might retire, I don't know. But for right now, my intention is on Parker. And all of that was, got to make some noise. And, it's boxing at the end of the day. So, that's what it happened.
You said you put him to sleep. Do you have a prediction in terms of what round? Late?
Well, when I'm in camp and I'm feeling it, but I definitely feel I'll go through him. And, shut him down, put him just, do what I have to do, really, by any means necessary.
Well, we saw Zhang put him down twice. Yeah. I mean, if you get him in that position, he's not getting back up.
I'll finish him. No, 3 rounds, I'll finish him.
Okay. Just on that, what happened a couple of weeks ago in Riyadh where you got in the ring with Oleksandr Usyk, it's caused a divided opinion. Some people said, oh, it's good to see Daniel out of his shell. We like it. Some people didn't like it, where it was Usyk's moment at that time. How do you respond to that, Daniel?
No, this is boxing at the end of the day. If it's, all publicity is good publicity, if they hate it or if they like it, I've been boxing long enough now to understand that now it's not all about having everything your own way and everyone loving you, but as long as they want to see you, that's all that matters. And I want to hopefully if they get through Parker and that fight's done, I think. But it's all about making noise and making, as a world champion, you can sort of, choose your destiny and choose your path now. And I'm just challenging him. In my eyes, I'm challenging him. I want to become undisputed champion and get all the belts. So that's my intentions.
You said that fight's done. Is that something you've heard from His Excellency's people or Frank?
There's been talked about, but like I said, I got to get through Parker. Get through Parker first. But I want to get the undisputed, have all the belts.
Of course, because you look at what he did to Tony Bellew, Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua twice, Tyson Fury twice.
Yeah.
He's beaten you once. You believe it wasn't correct because you believe you knocked him out with that shot. But really, he's going for all the Brits, so you're the last one up.
It's about time, yeah. Someone's got to put a stop to it. And, when that time comes, I'll be ready for him.
And you truly believe in your heart still that he milked that moment, Daniel?
Yeah, of course. That one, you got lucky last time. You definitely got lucky. That wasn't a low blow. You never saw him grabbing his balls or nothing on the floor. I'm just saying he got lucky last time. Next time he won't be lucky.
Will it be a body shot again?
I'll be ready for him. No, whatever shot. Too much for him.
What did you actually think of his performance against Fury?
I thought it was a close fight. I thought he edged it though. Just on the last couple of rounds, I think he edged it. It was a good fight. Two of the top guys, and I think he edged it.
But were you looking? I mean, that was on paper. It was being billed as the best 2 heavyweights in the world. But you're looking at that thinking, I'm better than both of you right now.
Yeah, I was looking at that like, I'm better. I'm ready. If they make a fight, it'll be a huge fight between me or either of them, Fury or Usyk. So that's my mindset right now. I've been a contender for a while, a long while now. I'm a champion. I want to move like a champion and take no prisoners.
In an ideal world, does 2025 look like a win over Joseph Parker and a win over Oleksandr Usyk? Is that what you want?
A win against whoever, not just Usyk. It might not even be him or whatever, but I want to go through these guys like I train, like I said, and keep pushing forward and just knocking these guys out like Skittles. Boom, over. Next one.
Obviously, Lennox Lewis did the unthinkable and became undisputed as a Brit. That is what Daniel Dubois wants to go down one day, right? As an undisputed heavyweight world champion.
Yeah, definitely live up to expectations and all the pressure and performance that I've got to do and everything. and following leave a legacy. That I climbed. We got there in the end. We got to the top, world champion, and I, proved myself.
Whenever I interview Lennox Lewis, he's a big admirer of yourself. You know that.
Yeah, what's he saying?
Have you not seen some of Lennox's comments about you?
I've spoke to him, to be honest, in Riyadh, and he was saying good things to me.
Well, look, him and Larry Holmes arguably had the best heavyweight jabs that we've seen. He really rates yours. I mean, that is something that everyone that spars you or fights you says, that your jab is like a right hand.
Yeah, I know. I've got to start using it more.
To be fair, in the Hrgovic fight, you said you were finding it tricky early on. Once you started popping that jab out, that's where the fight changed.
I know, yeah. Sometimes it ain't all about all the complicated stuff, just a simple jab sometimes. Simple jab like that, and can take you around the world and to the top of the division.
Well, it can, and that's what a good jab does. But a lot of people use it to set up their right hand or another shot. But people I speak to say it snaps their heads back off. Yeah. It is literally like a backhand
shot. Yeah, I'm listening.
Where does that power come from?
I'm listening. Push-ups.
Really, from a young age? Yeah?
Push-ups, yeah. Working hard and plenty of push-ups.
Yeah, okay. Just a few more things, Daniel, before we close off. There is another very good heavyweight fight on the card on Feb 22nd between Zhang and Zhang-Kabayel. Do you have a winner in that fight? What do you think?
I'll have to think about that. I haven't even studied that. Zhang-Kabayel and Zhang. That's a good matchup too. Yeah, that's a good matchup. May best man win. That's a good fight.
Okay. I have not spoke to you on camera since there was rumours of you and Wladimir Klitschko fighting.
Yeah. I don't know. Wow. There was talking about it, but it's gone quiet now for a bit, so I reckon he don't fancy it anymore. Having me on his case, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Boxing as at a time where like anything that anyone in a position of power imagines, they can make it happen.
All being well against Joseph Parker, if for some reason a fight with Usyk or whoever's got the belts doesn't materialise, the rest of the belts that is, are you open to defending your belt against Wladimir Klitschko?
Yeah, whoever wants it. Vladimir or whatever's the best, makes the most sense with the team and all that. But yeah, Wladimir Klitschko, the legend, Wladimir Klitschko, that would be something else, wouldn't it?
Yeah, look, I don't know how deep talks went, but Frank Warren did tell me they had a 5-minute phone call with someone from Germany before your fight with Parker was finalised. So there was very minor discussions, but that was something that actually was being looked at for Feb 22nd. So we'll see if Klitschko still wants to come back and His Excellency wants to do a fight between you and Klitschko later this year. That is quite an interesting thing to see how it plays out. Why did you DM Jake Paul calling him out?
Yeah. Got her, man. He's taking liberties with Mike.
Is it just a case
for the boxing community to make some noise?
Is it free money for yourself? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, easy money, as Floyd says, easy money. But that would be a crazy shot, wouldn't it? Giving a YouTuber a chance of becoming heavyweight champion of the world. Look.
MVP is promotional companies they've put a few posts up about yourself and stuff. So
I know. No. I don't know.
But I'm not gonna hold my breath on that one on Jake Paul getting in the ring with you, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Realistically, nah, but body talks.
Someone you may have a fight with, down the line, because he's only just starting his journey. But his Moses Itauma was making a lot of noise. Had a fantastic knockout over Dempsey McKean a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. What do you make of young Moses?
That was a good shot. That was good performances so far, isn't it? Looking the business, looking like a proper challenger coming up. So yeah, maybe a massive fight down the line, I think. Yeah, it's all good to see these up and coming fighters and potential opponents coming through. yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, look, the talent's clearly there, but looking at your journey as well, where you had that fight with Joe Joyce, I guess things shouldn't be rushed, Daniel. I mean, you could give that as a heavyweight who was coming through,
Yeah,
and had loads of noise behind him. Is that fair?
that was my situation at the time. Yeah, many things, but you know, it will help me learn, help me you know, discipline and everything. So they all played a part along the way. Those matchups and everything. And who knows, I might get a rematch with Joyce in the future as well. So
Is that something you do? Yeah.
I do, yeah, definitely. If it's there and I can get revenge, yeah.
Okay, interesting. A lot of names floating about. That's very good because there's a lot of noise around you. And if your 2025 is as good as your 2024, you're in for a treat. Your dad's in for a treat,
Yeah.
and all the Dubois fans are in for a treat because it was an excellent 2024. But I guess you just want to make 2025 even better, Daniel.
Yeah, for everyone, boxing fans and everyone. I want to, you know, and for myself and move forward and just clean the division up a bit. Yeah, it's all good.
Well, listen, Daniel, firstly, thank you very much for having me over. It's first time here. It's a beautiful house that you've got here. Best of luck for the rest of your camp. I've spoke to Don recently and I know you're working like a machine, as you always do. There isn't really a camp for you. You never go in and out of camp. You're always training.
Honestly, yeah.
So, yeah, best of luck for the rest of it. We'll see you out in Riyadh for your fight with Joseph Parker. Do you want to just leave the people a Happy New Year message and all the Daniel Dubois fans tuning into BoxNation right now?
Happy New Year, guys. And it's a big new year, big time for boxing. And I can't wait to get back in there. See you guys soon.